to some TV news. Because, the summer's starting, and now, traditionally speaking, the summer is really where you relegate the TV shows that you don't think are going to work.
Or reruns.
Have a shot,
reruns a lot.
Or reruns a lot. But shows that might have a shot, you want to kind of test the waters, because you never know. Some shows can take off unexpectedly. Some shows that they think will do good are just going to drown. And usually it's this part of the year where we see the worst TV. But luckily, you have networks coming out to kind of save our TV viewership. Now, you can never really count on the major networks, and I'm talking about NBC, ABC, Fox, CBS, to really bring you good summer programming, because that's where they dump their garbage. But I've been seeing a lot recently that the cable channels have kind of picked up some of the slack. You have like FX, TNT, the HBOs, the Cinemax, the Showtimes coming out with their original shows that kind of save that. So we're here to kind of guide you in and help you find the diamond in the TV rough. And we'll start.
Do you think that the cable networks are picking up the game during the summer because they know they have less competition from the bigger broadcast networks during this time for the primetime slots?
Well, it'd be smart for them to do it that way. I mean, hey, yeah, it's like sports. It's like baseball seems to always pick up a huge amount of popularity around July, August, because there's no other sports on right then, So it's just timing is key. But also you see a lot of these cable networks, instead of running the 22, 24 episode seasons, they run a 10 episode season. So they kind of try to keep them going year round. So you'll have one show that goes 10 episodes, another show, and they'll kind of put them in the same slots, either Thursdays or Tuesdays, and kind of, back to back them to keep people hooked on those certain days. So that's what we've been seeing recently. But let's talk about some of the shows. And I'm going to start with a show that just premiered last night, and that is a show called The Last Ship. Now, it is on TNT. It features, I don't know how to put this politely, but one of my favorite ladies of all time. I believe I've even proposed marriage to her on this show before, and that is Rona Mitra. Yeah, she's spectacular. Big fan.
That wasn't particularly impolite. Like, I don't know what you were worried about.
I could have put it really impolite, but I decided
I think you figured out how to do it. I think you lied to us. You said you didn't know how to put it politely.
I totally did put it politely. So, haha, surprised you like a kick to the face. We need to come up with some
roll with that one. Roll that kick into to something impolite about her. I don't know.
No, I'm not going to be impolite about my future wife. That would be just wrong of me. So, Rona, go ahead and hit me up. I will accept wherever you would like to get married. I don't mind.
And to be clear, he might be creepy now, but he's still being polite.
Still being polite. I'm a polite creeper.
There's a difference between creepy and impolite, I guess.
I'm a polite creeper. That's what I can say about myself. So if you're looking for a polite creeper, I'm just joking. But let's get into the show.
It's not dates from my face. I don't know. What would we call that? Words from my face dating?
But yeah, so The Last Ship, it's about this naval ship that actually travels to the North Pole where there's a lot of ice melt to. They think they're doing exercises. There's a doctor along with them, Rona Mitra, who's there to explore the origins of a certain virus that is about to spread worldwide pandemic. So they get up there. They're up there for about 4 months. They start heading down, and they realize that the world, 80% of the world, they're done. They've been infected by this virus, and they're the last remaining bastion of sterility. So that's kind of, they go through their adventures. Now, the first episode, they didn't really. They killed off a character that it looked like they were setting up to be a main character, but you didn't really have an attachment to the character, so it didn't matter.
It's only episode 1.
Yeah. It's only episode 1, so I can't hate too much. This show really kind of gave me the impression of a show that I might not mind watching 4 or 5 episodes in a row if it's on demand, but I might not set time aside every week to watch. So, not bad. Check it out if you haven't. It's definitely.
Now, here's the big question. Did it have big explosions? Because Michael Bay is behind it.
It is a Michael Bay executive-produced show, and yes, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but it probably is a spoiler.
Yes or no?
Explosion, biggest explosion you can have on Earth happens. I don't know if that spoiled it for anybody. And the
The
world
entire
isn't
Earth
over.
blew up?
No. Okay, maybe the biggest explosion we've ever seen on Earth happens. How about that?
Okay.
As
Yeah.
humans we've ever seen. And it's happened twice before. So I just spoiled it for you. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, and the Russians attack at one point, and there's some really cool action scenes going on in this, so you definitely get the Michael Bay vibe from it, but it's not like super action. It's not bad. Entertaining.
Okay.
So that's one of them out there. Now, Falling Skies is actually a show that comes on right after it, and it's not a show that I've gotten into. I did watch the first couple episodes of that. It was pretty cool, but it's not one that I've really gotten into.
This should be a continuing series because that's been on before. This is one I don't know, that was on at least like last year, maybe the year before, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one that has a previous season.
Yeah, that has about 3 seasons before it. Everything I've heard about it is it's pretty cool, and it is about the aliens invading Earth and Earth fighting back, so who can't get behind that? I can get behind that. Everybody can get behind that. So it's a pretty cool one. Now, a show to watch out for, I watched an episode or two, and that's gang-related. Now, it has my boy RZA in it from Wu-Tang Clan, but whereas you are a genius at making beats and rapping, like he did all the soundtracks for a lot of the Quentin Tarantino movies from Kill Bill onward, he's not the best actor in the world. I mean,
yeah, sometimes that's the case. Yeah, there's a lot. How many, actually, let me think. How many rappers do you know that have become like good actors? I can actually name several.
LL Cool J was decent in a lot of his stuff.
He was okay. I remember him only in really TV stuff, but
yeah,
okay.
but seriously, most rappers do not end up.
Will Smith was good. You know, he's almost a bigger actor now than he was ever in his
he's
rap career.
Definitely a bigger actor than he was ever a rapper, and that's because his rap wasn't the greatest. So,
hey, as Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff, they're really good. I thought they were good. I don't know, but wasn't necessarily the best. He wasn't top.
They
but
had
he
their
was
time.
good.
That's for sure. They had their time, but yeah,
Fun.
so that wasn't great. The Strain is coming out on FX, and that is a Guillermo del Toro, I believe, not directed but produced thing about another virus that infects the world. So, and this one looks really creepy because there's a bunch of like worms crawling in and out of everybody. So, I'm probably gonna stay away from it. Worms crawling in and out of people's skin, not my cup of tea. But hey, if it's your cup of tea, go for it.
Your cup of worm tea.
Worm tea, the best tea ever. No, not really. A show that I actually think will be really cool. Again, if you've noticed the trend, all these good shows tend to be on the FX, TNT, not network TV. But is Tyrant, which looks really cool. It's about, I believe, not exiled, but estranged son of a Middle East dictator returns home to try settle down his country because his dad is getting kind of out of control, like killing people and stuff. So, looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, that sounds like a real lighthearted, good family comedy right there.
Super lighthearted for the summer. Then you have The Leftovers, and that's an HBO show where 2% of the entire world population just disappears all of a sudden. Kind of a Rapture-esque type thing, and the phone is ringing. Ignore the phone. Phone doesn't ring.
Very professional around here. Phone ringing left and right.
But yeah, The Leftovers, 2% of the whole world disappears, and they kind of talk about the people who stayed around and trying to piece everything back together. Now, when you think about it,
I think I did see the previews for that one. That looked pretty interesting, and there's all the, conspiracy theorists out there, and the paranoia about what happened to all these people that suddenly disappeared, and the people that had witnessed it versus the people that just heard of it, and all that kind of fun stuff.
But yeah, so that's that. And then one last show that I actually caught the first 2 episodes of just before we started. Surprise, surprise, it actually is a network show, and it's an NBC show. It's called Crossbones, and it's about Blackbeard, pretty much. In his later years, he has set up a pirate colony, pretty much, and he presides over that. And he's pretty much just trying to keep the English at bay. Now, this has John Malkovich in it, which I love John Malkovich. He usually is good in everything he does. but I've watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm not so sure about the direction of the show. It
Is he a
shows
ruthless pirate?
Yeah, he is a pretty ruthless pirate. Now, a smart ruthless pirate, but a ruthless pirate. But I just don't know if it's going to work. It's kind of, I'm on the fence about it. So I did watch the first 2 episodes. I like the main protagonist of the story. He's a physician slash secret agent who has been designated to infiltrate Blackbeard's Island. So it seems like it'll be pretty cool, but only time will tell.
Yeah, I can't think of very many television shows about pirates, to be honest. So that's kind of an interesting genre to explore. There's plenty of movies about pirates and games and other stuff about pirates, but
Yeah. Well, you just
I can't think of a single.
Well, Black Sails. We talked about it a couple months ago. It's on Starz Network, which is kind of another Blackbeard-esque story, but I don't believe Blackbeard is actually a character. Yeah, one, and it kind of looks like Assassin's Creed has been inspiring TV shows, because after that Pirates show came out, everybody's like, Pirates now! Let's hope for an Assassin's Creed Ninjas, and then maybe we'll see some ninja shows.
That's another one. The only ninja one I can think of is Ninja Warrior, and that's not exactly the same kind of show.
Not real ninjas. So I'm here petitioning for more ninja shows, or any ninja shows. So let's get those out there.
Wait. I can think of some. The Ninja Turtle shows. Yeah.
Okay, well, they're Ninja Turtles. They are ninjas, so that does work. It fits. It definitely fits.
It's not exactly the highbrow entertainment you expect for your prime time slots, but it's ninjas.
It would work. It would work. I'd be down with it. So yeah, that's how you find your TV diamond in the TV rough. I said that wrong.
I don't think that's really how. You just said, hey, they're over there.
Okay, well, I just told you all the good TV shows to watch, or might be good TV shows to watch. I did leave out Girl Meets World, the new Boy Meets World show, but I don't know. There's no TGIF anymore. Yeah, Topanga and Corey have a kid, and it stars their kid.
That sounds like just trying to milk it too much. I don't know. Not sure I'm down. But if you're down, if you've watched it and think it's good, let us know down below. Or any other shows we may have missed this summer that are good.
Yeah, hit us up. Let us know. Comments down below. wordsformyface.com, wordsformyface@gmail.com, and @wordsformyface on Twitter. All good places to get to us. And we will watch those shows and tell you if you were wrong.
We won't tell you if you're right, though.
If you're right, you just won't hear from us. If you're wrong, though, man, we're gonna give it to you. But let's.